Yesterday in your Truth Social, you called the Iranians crazy bastards.
Oh, this is going to be good. I want to hear this.
What is your response to critics who say that...
I don't care about critics. But to close the strait, all you need is one terrorist. We've knocked out their Navy. We've knocked out their Air Force completely. They have no...
You bombed their supreme leader, and you gave them a justification to close the Strait of Hormuz, and you removed our leverage. Our leverage was to come in and rain down hell and kill all their leaders. That was what we would do if they closed the Strait of Hormuz, and the reason they never tried. But when you go in and do that, our leverage is gone, and they're furious, and they close the Strait of Hormuz, and you have no fucking way to open it, do you, Trump?
Radar. They have no communication. In fact, the biggest problem we have in our negotiation is that they can't communicate. We're communicating like they used to communicate.
It's not that they can't communicate, they're just telling you to fuck off, because twice during negotiations you attacked them. Twice. Why the fuck would they negotiate with you again, you idiot? Well, he's an idiot in this case. Absolutely.
Okay, 2,000 years ago with children bringing a note.
Are you willing to end this conflict with Iran charging tolls for passage through the strait?
Us charging tolls?
Iran.
What
Iran.
about us charging tolls?
Yes, yes. That would require controlling the Straits of Hormuz, Trump, which you can't do.
Is that something you're considering?
I'd rather do that than let them have them. Why shouldn't we? We're the winner. But we'll charge tolls.
Yes, Iran would just turn over control of Strait of Hormuz. It's just so insane. I mean, if the United States could open or control Strait of Hormuz, they would have done it already.
We have to have a deal. Free traffic of oil. We have a plan because of the power of our military. By 12 o'clock tomorrow night, every power plant in Iran will be out of business, never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition.
It doesn't sound like he's tacoing out this time. It sounds like it might not be a Taco Tuesday.
And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours. We don't want that to happen. You saw the...
This is his next Hail Mary pass. He tried to get Iran's nuclear material this weekend. It failed. And so now he wants to, with his huge threat, make them surrender. When they have all the cards, they control the Strait of Hormuz. Why would they surrender? They're winning. All they have to do to win, I just said it again, is hold the Strait of Hormuz closed for 6 months. They've already called it closed for 1 month. And we haven't even mobilized enough troops to even try to take the Strait of Hormuz. So they are on course for practically a guaranteed victory. Why the fuck would they negotiate and surrender to you, Trump? Why? You, if they hold the Strait of Hormuz, you, who bombed their supreme leader, who bombed their schools, who bombed their power plants, who bombed their oil infrastructure, who bombed civilian buildings, etc., their bridges, you will get impeached because Democrats will win Congress and impeach you for this war. They can regime change you, Trump, just by keeping the Strait of Hormuz closed. When they're in this winning position, why would they surrender to you? So you're going to have to either taco out again or carry through your threat. And if you carry through your threat, all the oil infrastructure in the Middle East is going to go up in flames. And $200 oil is here. Will have the worst period of stagflation ever. Rising prices with economic collapse and firings. Biggest global recession the world has ever seen. So that is what happens if you carry through your threat. If you don't carry through your threat, well, you're just that much closer to becoming a failed leader, and you'll still get impeached down the line anyway.
The bridge went.
Okay.
We were very close to a deal. And then I got a call. I think they're breaking the deal. I said, tell them that's okay. Don't worry about it. But tell them to look out their window and watch. And within 45 minutes, I gave the order to not.
One last thing I'm curious about is Asmongold. Is he at least realize that things aren't going according to plan, that things are going seriously wrong? Does he realize that yet? I want to see.
Knock out the biggest bridge.
A leaker aided and abetted Iran? Wait, what?
Because a leaker leaked that we have one, we've rescued one, but there's another one out there that we're trying to get.
I think that there's a huge problem where people think that they can get away with stuff like this. Whenever they get away with it, then other people do it because they think they can get away with it because the other person got away with it.
Whoever it was, we think we'll be able to find it out because we're going to go to the media company that released it and we're going to say, national security, give it up or go to jail.
Okay. Fucking finally. Finally, there's a lot level of accountability.
Because when they did that, all of a sudden, the entire country of Iran knew that there was a pilot that was somewhere on their land.
What is your response to critics who say that it is your mental health that should perhaps be examined as this war continues?
But if that's the case, you're going to have to...
Again, I think it's just one stupid decision, a presidency-ending decision on Trump's part to start this Iran war. Everything since then is just him under immense stress, realizing how fucked he is, and just flailing wildly. I don't think he's senile. I think he was misled that this would be over in 3 days, and he allowed himself to be lied to and deceived, and we're all fucked because of that. And this one failure is so devastating. It's going to have such devastating consequences that it wipes out practically everything else good that he's ever done.
To have more people like me. But certain presidents...
Yeah, it's ego. I mean, Trump always had an ego, and I mean, his supporters know that. He's naming every building, putting up golden statues of himself. I don't know what else. Yeah, when he was doing govern the country well, I can overlook that. I can tolerate that. But when you just fuck over the world like this in Iran, and yeah, no, I'm not amused anymore by all naming the Kennedy Center the Kennedy Trump Center.
That did his job, Kim Jong-un would not have nuclear weapons right now. I mean, he used to call Joe Biden a mentally retarded person, okay? So don't tell me about your stuff. Joe Biden, he said he's a mentally retarded person. He was so nasty.
Well, to be fair, I don't think this Iran war could have been handled any worse by any other president. I don't think Biden would have been better. I think that we would stumble into this war anyway because Israel was determined. But yeah, I don't think you're better than Biden. I think you're the same. At least with regard to Iran.
It was terrible. They have till tomorrow. Now we'll see what happens. I can tell you they're negotiating.
This is his second Hail Mary pass. His grabbing the uranium didn't work, and so now if I threaten all hell, maybe they'll give in and save me. This is Trump saying, save me, Iran. I'm fucked. I'm completely, utterly fucked. Just show mercy and save me. Give me my victory. So I don't, my political career isn't ended over this.
Think in good faith. And after that, they're going to have no bridges. They're going to have no power plants.
And you know what? The world is not going to have any oil either, or natural gas, or fertilizer. For the next 5 years at least. Isn't that fun? Millions starving. That's fun, right?
Stone Ages, yeah.
So 12 o'clock tomorrow. So the big one is going to be 12 o'clock tomorrow. That's when Trump decides if he's going to blow up Iran.
When, Asmongold, you normally have such you pride yourself on being the common sense guy. That is your argument for everything. Get common sense. Look at this, and this makes no sense. Yeah, you're all about common. When are you going to realize that this Iran war has completely fucked us over? Is it after all of the Middle East's oil infrastructure is gone? If after that happens, will you realize that maybe we got fucked, that the world is fucked, that maybe this was a mistake? Maybe? Is that what it's going to take for you to just get your head out of your ass with regard to Iran? Let's wait and see.
Iran or not.
Honestly, the problem with Asmongold is he doesn't have the facts. He doesn't understand the consequence of Trump doing that. He's like, you hear Trump saying we're going to bomb all Iran's oil infrastructure. To anyone who actually knows what's going on in the Middle East, that knows that every time something like that has happened, every time we bombed desalination plant in Iran, they've done the same thing to the Gulf countries. An eye for an eye, successfully, for 4 weeks. They've mirrored any damage they have to the Gulf countries. So if you go in and destroy everything in Iran, they turn around and destroy everything in the Gulf. That is 100% what's going to happen. We know they still have a huge quantity of missiles left. Tens of thousands of Shahed drones. And so you hear this threat on Trump's part, that is him threatening to destroy the Gulf's oil infrastructure, both sides. Because anything we do to Iran gets mirrored to the Gulf states. And he doesn't get that. He doesn't. That's just the most important, just basic thing to get. And he doesn't get that. And, give you an example, Pizzagate. He didn't believe that for years, but once Epstein files released and he finally saw the proof right before his eyes, he got it then. And you know what? Once every oil facility in the Gulf is up in flames, he'll get it then. He just needs to be completely 100% obvious for him to get it. We'll all be fucked by that point, but whatever. Okay, I'll put this on video. This is going to be a short video on YouTube too. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Kick our Twitch, and hopefully the Gulf's oil infrastructure doesn't go up in smoke tomorrow. Anyway, see you next video. Bye.